The struggle is real. The struggle to record a video at a campground or an RV resort, and you hope and pray that no one is outside.
Fingers crossed.
Making noises. If they are, there's not much you can do about it. You
So
just kind of roll with it. Hey guys, it's Chris and Katrina with our everyday getaway. Thank you so much for joining us. And as the as the noisy RV trailer comes rolling in,
it's squeaky. It's squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. I think we have a pretty good video for you guys today. This one is our top 5 state parks. Now, here's what we're doing. This is totally unscripted. Katrina and I both have compiled a list of our top 5 favorite state parks. Now, for the last year, we've been full-timing on the road, but prior to that, we were part-time RVers for about 3 years.
That's true.
Okay, real quick though.
What's
real
that?
quick. If this is your first time here, please stick around, watch the video, tell us what you think, tell us if you enjoy this video, and if you do, and
if
you like it, subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up.
Well, yes, give us a thumbs up and
Yes.
subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And Katrina and I have been doing this for about a year now, and we're kind of getting some more experience in the RV lifestyle. So what we want to do is we want to share with you our top 5 state park campgrounds.
And we're going to do an extra bonus at the end.
We are.
We're going to have
What's
one
up with
extra,
that? What's
one
going on?
extra bonus at
We
the
do.
end. It's a surprise.
She didn't say anything
Don't
to
you
me
worry
about a
about it.
bonus,
Don't you worry
man.
about it.
She said nothing to me about a bonus, so I don't know what she's talking about. This is our list of the state parks that we've been to.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go down the list. I'm going to do this off the top of my head, guys, so bear with me because none of this is
No
scripted.
particular order.
We're just winging it.
Yes.
It was Skidaway Island State Park
Yes.
in Savannah, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Topsail Hill Preserve
She's
State
already
Park in
forgot.
Santa Rosa Beach. I'm trying to remember.
All right.
Top
so if we're
Sail.
going to say Santa Rosa Beach, we got to put in there Gulf State Shore.
Well,
Gulf.
no, we don't. No,
We
you're
don't?
wrong. See, she's confused. Just,
Wow.
just leave it up to Spielberg.
Yeah, the brains
Spielberg's
of the
got it all
operation,
figured out.
Please.
Topsail Hill Preserve State Park, which is in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Grayton Beach State Park, which is also in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida.
Didn't I just say that?
No, you didn't say. You said Gulf Shore.
Oh, shoot.
See?
I didn't mean that. I meant Grayton.
Right.
I meant that.
We also
you should
went
know
to
that I meant that.
We also went to John Pennekamp State Park, which is in the Keys, the Upper Keys.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Gulf State Park, which is in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Cheyenne Mountain State Park, which is in
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. Thank you. What else? What are we missing? I have to go to my notes.
Wow.
Be patient, guys. Let's see. I got my notes right here. Skidaway, Topsail, Gulf State Park, Cheyenne Mountain, John Pennekamp, Grayton Beach. Oh, that's right. The one we were just at, you guys, the Bayou Signette State Park in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
So those are the state parks that we've been to in our travels. The one thing that Katrina and I have done since we've become full-timers is that we've grown to love state parks.
Well, we want to stay at more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in our
Right.
upcoming year, we're making a concerted effort to stay at state parks when we do the Northeast Corridor.
And that's very cool. The only problem with that is that you really do need to book out, especially the nicer ones, the ones that are more popular. You have to book early.
When we've already found that out, we're trying to make plans for the upcoming year, and some of the state parks are already sold out. So you kind of just have to deal with it, or you have to check back and see if someone canceled. It's a whole timing thing. There's a whole big game that goes on, and we're kind of figuring some of it out. There are others out there, and that's another thing. If you guys know how to kind of, I don't know,
work the system.
Work the system. Thank you. I was going to say cheat the system. Yeah. If you know how to, leave a comment down below. Share it with the rest of us. You help us out. We'll help you out. It's kind of like an Italian thing. We'll help you out and we'll take care of you.
It's an Italian thing?
Well, the whole Godfather.
That's not an Italian
you do it
thing.
for me, I do it for you.
No,
come on.
No.
So if you know any kind of tricks
just
or
a nice thing to do.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Doesn't matter if you're Italian.
Well,
come on.
No. So
Okay.
if you know any tips and tricks that you can use to get into a state park, let us share it with us. Usually what we do is we just kind of stay on top of things, and Katrina will really do her due diligence to try to secure a spot.
Right.
we've come to love state parks, and we understand it. We get it. For all of you for years who have told us about state parks and talked about how great they are, we get it. We understand, and that's now our
Bless
first.
you. And it's Chris's fault we haven't stayed there more often. I'm just saying.
Bless
'Cause,
you.
Yes, thank you.
It's not my fault.
Okay. So let's start with our list.
Okay, so we're gonna do our
Top
countdown. We're gonna start with number 5. I'm gonna let Katrina go first.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
She can go to her notes.
I wasn't ready.
Yes.
Okay, so Skidaway Island State Park is my number 5, and that actually is in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
And we stayed there last year. It was in December when we left, right? It was right after Christmas.
It was right after Christmas.
Yeah, and the weather was wonderful there. Tucker really enjoyed it. A lot of wildlife. I remember the deer were coming over almost to our spot. When you pulled in the Spanish moss, it was just very picturesque.
Yeah,
I very much enjoyed that part.
Yeah, I think for me, that's number 5 as well. We don't.
Wow.
That's number 5.
He wants
we
to be
loved
like
it.
me.
Skidaway Island State Park was fantastic. We did a review of that. I'll put it up there. I will also leave description down below of our reviews of most, if not all, of these state parks. But Skidaway Island State Park was fantastic.
What did you not like about Skidaway there? There was one thing that kind of puts it down towards the bottom, which was the drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
To our spaces.
Okay, so here's what they did. They told us to drive in, and this gets back to scout your spots first. So if you can, had I scouted it, I could have gone down another road and just backed in about 50 feet, which would have been much easier. And one of the things that was cool about this state park was at night, it was pitch dark.
It was a little scary.
Yeah, it was so dark at night. So you could walk, when we were walking Tucker, it was like pitch dark, and it was kind of cool but creepy because, and of course we had a flashlight, but it was really cool. It was awesome. And
the sites, at least our site was nice and large. I remember most of the tables had like handicap accessibility. You could pull your wheelchair, if you're in a wheelchair, right up against the side of the table. And we had a nice big fire pit.
And for those
Beautiful.
of you who don't know, handicap accessibility is very important to us because our daughter is disabled. She's a bilateral above the knee amputee. So and she loves to camp with us when she can. So anytime we go anywhere, that's always in our forethought of where we're going and where we're staying. Are you guys handicap friendly?
And the thing is, she's a grown adult, so she doesn't want to hang out with us all the time.
She doesn't, but she loves to camp with us.
But when she does, yes.
Those things are important to us.
Yes.
But Skidaway Island State Park in Savannah, Georgia, it's conveniently located in Savannah, Georgia, and it's just a beautiful area.
The surrounding areas, biking, hiking, all that kind of good stuff.
And that was actually the first place we hit when we started our full-time journey. We went from Maryland down there.
True.
That was the first place we stayed at. Okay. So we both agree on number 5.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So number 4.
No. You're number 5.
That's my number 5, babe.
Oh my gosh.
I said that. That's why
Why
I
you
said
gotta copy me like that?
I said that's it. Okay. So
Oh boy.
Number
Okay.
4.
Let me look at my list. Okay. Golf State Park is my number 4. And it's a shame that it's number 4. That just tells you there's so many other ones that are coming up that are really good. So in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite 4 too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
So you go ahead and
Why-
tell them.
why-
You can
when-
talk about it a little bit. Go
I
ahead.
will talk about it. You don't
Okay.
have to tell me.
I'm sorry.
I can do this on my
Sit
own,
down.
big girl. Gulf State Shores.
It's Gulf State Park.
Golf.
And
Well,
Gulf
it's in
Shores,
Gulf
Alabama.
State
She's
Shores,
not much of a big
Alabama.
girl. She's not much of a big girl.
Oh, please. Okay. The spaces were actually probably some of the largest spaces in between to the next site that you could probably fit another camper or 2 in between each one. There was so much to do. You could ride your bike across the highway to the beach and leave it there and enjoy the beach for the afternoon. They had a huge swimming pool there that we did not get to enjoy because even though it was open, the weather was too cold.
Go figure.
So it was open all year long, but it had been just too chilly. They had a nature center there. They had huge pavilions. You could rent bikes. The trails were phenomenal. Just the area in general, there were so many restaurants and things to do. That's another state park that we're definitely going to go back to. It was very good.
Gulf State Park, Gulf Shore. No, Gulf State Park. See, now she got me confused.
Oh, see? Yeah, it's not
She's
just
got me
me.
confused. Phenomenal. Just simply phenomenal. But that's not my number 4.
Well, what's your number 4?
Coming number 4 on the list is Grayton Beach State Park.
Really? Why so?
Yeah. Well, because That's my number 4.
Well, why so? Tell me.
Grayton Beach State Park in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Another fantastic state park right there on the beach. They're not as close to the beach as some others. You can walk there. It's a little bit of a walk. You could bike there, or you could drive over to the area. The sites were fantastic. We had a nice site that was mostly private. There was a site next to us, but behind us was just an open area.
All the sites are really nice.
Yeah, just a well laid out, very well maintained area. I think we had full hookups. I believe it was full hookups there.
We did have full hookups.
And what's nice is that it's not like they have a bunch of sites, so you're all on top of one another. So it's spread out pretty well. You have enough space between you and the next site. But it was just, and once again, we were there and it was a bit cold. So I'll put a link above to the video. So we didn't get a chance to really enjoy the beach.
It was like 30 degrees cold.
Yeah.
It was very cold.
Yes. And we love hanging out at the beach. And unfortunately it just didn't work out that way.
Well, we got some beach days. We were just bundled up beach days. That's all.
But that doesn't count. Bundling up at the beach doesn't quite, get it. But Grayton
Still
Beach
beautiful.
State Park got all the things that you want. The amenities in terms of, well, they didn't have a pool, right?
No,
they didn't have a pool.
but the beach is
But-
fabulous.
Full hookups. Sites are nice, fairly level, well maintained, well cared for, and the beach was close by.
True. So that's my number 3.
Okay, so number 3 is,
Grayton Beach.
see,
Same thing. But there's number 3 for me. Also, things that Chris didn't mention is you could rent kayaks and go right out there onto the water. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Though we didn't get to do it again
did
because it was way too cold.
yeah, it was just too cold.
But the sunrises and the sunsets,
Phenomenal.
phenomenal. Actually, I think we got to do the sunrise. From our spot, we got to see the sunrise. And you took a time lapse of that, right?
I believe I did. Yes,
And
I
it
did.
was, of course, I was sleeping.
She's always sleeping at her. When the sun's rising, she's sleeping.
I like
She's
to
sleeping.
sleep. I like to have my window open so that when the sun rises, it kind of wakes me up. It makes me feel good. And then Chris actually took a polar plunge in the water while we were
Was
there
that
too.
at Grayton?
It was.
Was it? I thought it may have been. Are you sure?
It was. I'm positive.
Okay.
It was
All right.
cold. You noticed that Katrina did not get in the water.
No, she doesn't.
No.
But Grayton
Too
Beach,
cool.
fantastic place.
Awesome. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Gulf State Park.
Oh, you had to
think
switch it up a little bit there. Okay.
I think Gulf State Park, guys, is phenomenal. Once again, the things that Katrina touched on, the sites were so large and spacious, so much so that if they wanted to, if Gulf State Park wanted to, and they wanted to double their capacity, they could put another spot in between the existing spots. The bike trails, the hiking trails, it's enough to keep you busy all day long. Nice restaurants
Pickleball.
close by. Pickleball, yes. And is it pickleball?
It's pickleball.
This pickleball.
They were
you
having
guys with your
tournaments when we were
pickleball.
there.
Anytime any of you want to help me out and teach me pickleball,
Oh, now he's okay with learning how. Before he's like, I'm not learning.
I'm
that.
okay if you guys want to come over and teach me.
Oh, okay.
So, with her, no, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Okay, so
But-
for my niece Samantha, you can still teach me. Your Uncle Chris is on his own.
Yeah, if she wants to come down to Alabama, we'll hang out. She can teach me.
Okay.
And there's the what is it? The Flora. I always get this mixed up.
Florabama.
Florabama Bar, which is phenomenal. It's like close by, right down the road with a 10-minute drive. That's right on the border of Alabama.
Chris
and
thought he
Florida.
was back at Hammerjack's back in Baltimore in the day.
Hammerjacks is a Maryland, Baltimore thing, guys. So if you don't know, you'd have to look that up. But loved it, loved the environment. But once again, we were there and it was too cold. While we were there, the temperature was below normal.
Right. It would just happen to be that we were there during a cold snap.
And
Again, it was.
So that would be for me number 3. Now we get to
Okay.
number 2.
Number 2.
She has to look at her
Ooh,
notes.
I have to look at my notes. Hold on
it's
a
easy
second.
for me. I can know it off the top of my head. Yes.
Okay, so it's Cheyenne Mountain State Park is number 2 for me.
And this was my number 2 as well. I might as well say that now.
And
And
where is
this
it?
this was very, very close.
Tell them where it is.
It's in
Colorado Springs. Colorado.
Springs. And this was without a doubt, a phenomenal
Oh.
state park. I mean,
The-
this was difficult between this and number 1. This
Well,
was a close race.
I think for this state park in particular had the best views of all the state parks we'd been to. For at least from our site and most of the sites, literally out the RV, sitting in your space, and you just see just for miles and miles and miles.
Well, you have on one side behind you, you have this mountain range.
which is fabulous.
And then on the other
spectacular.
side, you're overlooking Colorado Springs and the city down
whole
below.
city. It's
And
beautiful.
It lights up at night. It's just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The State Park is very clean. It opened in 2006, but you would think it opened up in 2016. Very
True.
clean, well kept, well maintained, level sites, full hookups. It's not like there's a bunch of sites and they have multiple sections, like 3 or 4 sections that are all well maintained, and you have plenty of space between you and the site next to you.
You do, and you have your own fire pit with like the grill on top of it. You have a space that you can, if you want a tent, there are cement space right there. Is that cement space?
No,
the
it
right-
was
is
crush and run, but
Crush and
it
run,
was like
okay.
crush and run stone, whatever
Okay,
sites. For
but it was
tents.
beautiful. And then they had trails that you could walk on.
Many trails.
Many, and most
Insane
of them,
amount of trails.
Well, most of them you could bring your pet. You could bring your dogs if you wanted to.
It's very dog friendly. Not every trail is, you're allowed to walk the dog on, but it was just an unbelievable.
And we did see a
State
lot of
park.
deer while we were there. Like as you get up in the morning, they'd just be walking around and
Yeah, they
hanging
only
out.
have one bathhouse, which is kind of like I don't know, if you don't use a bathhouse, you really don't care.
Right.
They have multiple bathrooms all over the place, but they could have used a few more bathhouses.
With
And
the showers,
Everything was nice and clean and well kept. And in hindsight, we wish we had known about this. We would have stayed there for 2 weeks. We
Yes.
stayed there for a week. So
Wasn't
our
long
suggestion
enough.
is, if you're out in that area, secure 2 weeks if you can. If you could do the 2-week thing, that would be phenomenal. It would be great.
And didn't they
I
have
mean,
like archery and horseback
yeah,
riding and things
it's
like that?
an insane amount of stuff there
Okay.
for you. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, to keep you busy. We just didn't know anything about it. And once again, we're learning about all this stuff as we
But
go
now we know,
along.
and now you know.
Right. So if we went back, which we would stay there, and we would stay there for at least 2 weeks. And that's the
Absolutely.
max amount of time you can stay there, right?
I'm not sure at that one. I'm not sure about
Yeah, I
that.
think
Is
I
it?
think it is. Most of these state parks, the max you can stay there is 2 weeks. So
I might have to check that. I'm not positive about that.
yeah,
We'll check on that. Okay.
Cheyenne Mountain State Park, guys, it is phenomenal.
Number
You
4.
will not be disappointed.
Oh no, I'm not. It's not number 4. It was number 2.
And coming in our countdown at number 1.
Oh my goodness, really? Okay. Number 1.
Look,
from,
Jessica, look, it's a
you know what?
no-brainer.
I don't even have to look.
Why do you have
That's
to look
true.
at your
That's
notes?
true. That's
We're
true.
here now.
Are you done now?
I'm sorry. Don't yell.
He gets way overexcited.
Don't hit me.
Don't what?
Don't hit me.
Oh, Chip, please. We're gonna have to wait a second. Time out.
Our number 1,
Our number 1 is Topsail Preserve State Park.
Topsail Hill
Oh, Topsail Hill.
Preserve State Park.
Yes.
It's our favorite. So we were in Topsail Hill Preserve State Park in October of 2021.
Yes.
So it was before we started full time.
True.
But
True.
we found out about the state park. I don't remember. We just found out about it from a friend or something.
I don't know, but I don't care. I just know that it's my
And
number 1 park.
I'll never forget. The one thing I remember is the first time we checked in, the lady asked us, she said, "You ever been here before?" And we said, "No." And she goes, "Oh, you'll be back." And sure enough, we loved it.
We do.
It's just an amazing state park. Not just because of the location, but it's got all the amenities you could want for a state park.
It used to be a resort. It was privately owned, and then somehow the state took over and bought it or whatever they did. So you can kind of see some of the remnants of the resort. Like there's a pool. It's a small pool, but there's a pool. There's shuffleball courts. There's a tram that takes you down to the beach from inside the park itself. There's a camp store that also has a coffee shop, kind of little. Well, they sell beer too. They sell alcohol. They sell beer, and every Monday night, as of right now, they do a live. It's not a band.
Live
it's
music.
Live music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The environment, the atmosphere, the sites, the way the sites are laid out, very level, very spacious, very clean.
Full hookups. They have cottages, camping sites. They have yurts. So
And they have tent areas. Bathrooms are very nice, very clean. It's just a really good atmosphere. It's a good environment, and for a state park, it's fairly priced. Wouldn't you? What is it?
it's a little pricey for a state park. It's $60-some a night.
The beach is close by, so if you want
right
to take
here.
a tram, to the beach, if you want to ride your bike to the beach, or if you want to walk to the beach, it's all conveniently located. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. What more could anyone ask for a state park?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
So we're in agreement for our
Number 1.
number 1 state park. Now, some of the things to keep in mind for these state parks. Many of these state parks are difficult to get into, and you need to make reservations well in advance.
When he says well in advance, he means a year in advance.
Now, yeah, so if you're making plans for the following year, you know, get on it. We've already found out that many of the state parks we're trying to get into for next year were already booked. So get on that and keep that.
Not to say that you can't get into the park still. It's just you're going to have a harder time, and you might, get lucky and get a cancellation.
If you want to stay at a state park bad enough, you have to check it every day in case someone cancels, because you do get those people who will make plans or reservations to stay and then they cancel at the last minute, or they don't stay. I guess they call it ghost camping. So you have that kind of thing. They are definitely worth it.
So we have an extra special bonus.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the bonus. What is the bonus?
The bonus is we have a favorite when we're in Florida in the Orlando area, but it's a city park.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we got to tell you, you're right.
If it was a state park, it would be very close to Topsail. Only there's no beaches, but just because of the tranquility of the state park and where it's located and the convenience.
It's not a state park, though.
If it was a state park.
It's a city park,
It
right?
is, yes. It's a city park.
That's right.
It's Bill Frederick at Turkey Lake.
We found out about this through watching another YouTube channel some years ago who recommended it.
Right. And it has full hookups. It has partial hookups. It's very difficult to get the full, because if you're a Florida resident, you're allowed to book this park out 12 months in advance. If you're from out of state, you're not a Florida resident, it's 11 months out. So usually the full hookups are gone. And if you do want to book it, I would encourage you to do it exactly 11 months out to the day.
This city park is phenomenal. I'm telling you guys, it's in the heart of Orlando, and when you think of Orlando, you think of Disney, Universal, all that hustle and bustle and everything.
City.
But this city park is like an oasis, if you will,
it's a little gem.
Away from all of the
hustle and
bustle of Orlando, because you're surrounded by trees and lakes. If you're in the Orlando area. And that was a good bonus she came up with, because once again, it's not a state park, it's a city park. So that was a good bonus she came up with. I didn't think about that. A phenomenal place. As a matter of fact, we are headed there soon. Definitely recommend that city park. The only bummer is that they have this huge pool, and it's a seasonal pool.
Yeah, it closes Labor Day and opens back up Memorial Day, just like most pools
Yeah,
do.
but that's kind of a bummer, because we were there early in 2022, and the weather was warm enough to go swimming, but they're like, oh, it's closed.
Well, they were also working on the pool too, so even so, they were working on it.
There's a lot to do there. We did a review of it. I'll put a link above and once again down below, so you guys can check it out. It's phenomenal. And I know a lot of you love to go to Orlando, and you enjoy Orlando, rightfully so. There's so much to do, but I think a lot of people do not know. In our travels, we tell people about this city park, and almost no one knows it.
Right.
And you really got to check it out. You really need to, because for the price point for where you're staying in Orlando, it's fantastic.
You can't beat it, and it's just very, very tranquil. You feel like you're in a park setting, and you're right in the heart of Orlando.
Yeah, and they allow you to stay there for long periods of time, right? I think at 3 months.
You can stay 3 months during the whole year.
During
so
the
if
whole
you
year.
stay, a month or two, then you can come back later, but you can only accrue 3 months out of the whole year.
And I think you could stay 3 months in a row, right?
Yes, you can do it anytime during the year.
Unlike some state parks that are only let you stay for 2 weeks and then you have to leave, and then maybe with this city park, if you wanted to stay from January through March, you can. You just have to secure this site.
And you can't do it like one time. Like, you can't make reservations from the 1st of January to the end of March. You have to go on every day and book a site.
Work that.
So it is a lot of work to get in there and do it, but it's well worth it if you can get a space.
Okay.
So
that is our review. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions on state parks to stay at, your favorite state park,
share.
Leave a comment down below. Let us know. Give us some, valuable information so we can share with other, subscribers to the channel. State parks are phenomenal. They're the way to go. And I think what you should consider is, in your travels, maybe that should be your first go-to. Look at a state park first, and then you can go from there whether or not you want to go to a resort.
And that's only our opinion.
Right.
But from what we've learned over this last couple years, especially this last year going full time, the state parks have been really, really nice.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe. Consider hitting the subscribe button.
We would appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button.
We appreciate it. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we release a video. Let us know if you like these type of videos with the top 5 our favorites. We have favorite national parks. We have favorite resorts.
Chris
Every
does.
resort is a favorite. We have those. Let us know if you like these kind of videos, and if you do, we'll do more of them. Anything we can do to help you guys out, to give you some valuable information.
And you can help us out too. So
Yes.
it's a give, win-win.
It's give and take. This is all part
Win-win.
of the community, and we really appreciate you guys. We really do.
Yes, we do.
It's been fantastic. We love the full-time RV lifestyle. We love our subscribers, and we enjoy this. It's been
Which
amazing.
we say subscribers, but really you guys are our friends.
Yes.
It's especially over the last week being here at Top Sale, we have met quite a few fabulous couples, feel blessed, and now they're our friends. So
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much. We really do appreciate it. Remember,
any
day you can get away is a great day. You guys take care. We'll see you.
See you on the road. Is that right? See you on the road?
Yeah, that's somebody else's saying. We don't want to say
No.
that. Let's try that again. Chris and Katrina, say goodbye. Take 2. And there you have it, guys. Any day you can get away is a great day. You guys take care.
Take care, guys. We'll see ya. Bye.
Arrivederci. Oh, we'll see you, and it's all good.
Bye.